Hi guys, how's it going? I'm Enrique and this is Easy Things to Draw 101. Hopefully you're having a great day. I'm watching a lot of Instagram feeds and it's going really amazing. I'm seeing a lot of people's feeds. It's almost overwhelming and it's kind of humbling because there's so many great people that watch me, and so I'm like, wow. And also, if you're not on my Instagram, add me to that so I can follow you back. So let's get into what this topic is. The topic today is quitting in drawing. I'm going to show you one of my art pieces that I completely quit on. One of my biggest mantras is to never quit on an art piece, because you can literally learn from the worst art that you've done by not giving up on it and really experimenting with that so that you move forward. But there are times that you quit, and I'm going to show you that one rare time for me. And I'm going to go point by point, reason by reason, why I gave up on this drawing. And I think you're going to learn a ton from it. Learn from my mistakes. And this is one of those videos, so let's get started. Okay, so this is the sketch I gave up on, and I'm going to talk about why. So let's kind of go through it. So it depends on, in terms of like giving up, and if you want to give up, it depends what level you're at. And this is kind of, to me, something that I just couldn't keep going on. And the main reasons for me personally is that I use ballpoint pen on this, and ballpoint pen can be very forgiving, but it came to the point where there's just no way, like some of these lines are so dark that there's no possible way I can kind of trace over it, like darker next to it, and make it better. There's just no chance I can do that, at least to the point where I want to. I know something we used to do a long time ago, if the paper was thick enough in a sketchbook, we used to paint over our like sketches that we hated. you could do little gouache sketches over it, but that's not possible in this one. It's too thin. For me personally, what I don't like that this little character here I drew is just badly drawn, and I think it just doesn't fit with the style of this mech statue. The idea of it was like maybe this little kid sees a mech statue in a museum. That was kind of the original idea. I didn't do any thumbnails for it. This was just a sketch that I tried to keep going on, and you know, it turned into something else. I don't like, so this is going to sound like a lot of bashing on myself, but I mean, the whole video is on me speaking about why I quit this drawing. So keep that in mind while I'm talking. So it's going to sound very negative, so just keep aware of that. This is a, self-critique and why I quit, that kind of thing. So it's going to sound negative. The perspective overall is incorrect. It doesn't really work. I could cheat it a bit if I really like the drawing enough. I just don't. See, there's like a couple of different vanishing points that just look kind of whack, especially this thing he's standing on. I don't think it's designed very well. I think it's too simplistic, this little stand he's on. I could put more stuff around it, but again, I didn't really do that correctly because the perspective is so wrong. So wrong right off the bat that, it's gonna be too much to fix, and I can't do it. It's already in pen, Like I said, this style doesn't fit with that little boy. I don't like the drawing of that little boy. I think he looks more like a messed up Family Guy character. Majority of the problems on this are what do you call it? They are perspective issues that I don't like. And that's kind of what really made me, that was kind of the final judgment. The design itself is okay. It's pretty good. I put this little NES controller arm. I don't know why I did that. I shouldn't have done that. Normally when you design something, and obviously this is not a fast rule, unless both hands are the same and they're very like unrelatable, like they're not human in any way, you should probably just make one hand that's really weird, and then the other one closer to like maybe like a human arm. But both of these arms, I'm like, there's no way he's gonna be grabbing anything, is this like a drill? I wasn't really sure of what it was gonna be, is this a drill on the arm, or what is that, like a laser or a sword? And if that's a sword, he should have a regular hand to grab stuff with. you know, not just a controller arm, which is worthless. So yeah, that kind of played in my decision as well. I needed a regular hand. I don't know why I was just not thinking. This chest piece sticks out too far forward, in my opinion. The design language is alright, but this design language here, in terms of, and when I say design language, I'm talking about the shapes used to kind of like, put this character together. Like, see these kind of rounds they have up here and big blockiness? It doesn't go with, I think, this arm at all. This has more kind of angular style to it, and it has these kind of circles that are nowhere here. I'd have to fix that if I was to keep going on it. I think this design language does fit with the legs, though. It does fit good enough with that. Nothing goes with this, it wasn't even Super NES, sorry, it was a Genesis controller arm. Doesn't go with that at all. And yeah, like I said, the overall perspective is just not correct in any way, and it's too bad, and I don't want to do it. I don't think I'm gonna rip this page out of my sketchbook though. I might just leave it in here. The only way you can save stuff like this, and by the way, this is just, again, at my intermediate level, intermediate to advanced level, this is just something I didn't like, you know? When you see kind of an overall level of your work, it's really up to you. If you're like, I don't want to keep going with it, or, you know, I know, you know, like, it depends what level you're at and what you want to do. I understand that this sketch, maybe like 5 years ago for me, would be very good. I'd be like, wow, yeah, awesome, you know? So it depends where you're at. This is very subjective. It is something that you have to kind of figure out yourself, and what, you know, you want to do for it. So this is one of the very few sketch, you know, kind of things I was going to turn into a real drawing, into a made, you know, like a finished drawing. This is one of those finished drawings that I actually quit on, because I normally don't quit. Normally I just try to do them up to par, you know, and I at least have something else in my sketchbook that somebody can flip through and look at. But this one, I quit, you know, this stuff in the back I don't like, and that's kind of it. Those are the reasons I quit this sketch. It's a rare thing, so I posted it, and I thought I'd share it with you guys and my experience, and I want to be very candid and very open about my stuff, and I want this channel to be about learning, but I also wanted you guys to see what kind of like my journey and how I'm progressing and how I'm learning and stuff like that. So if you guys have anything to say about it, please shoot me a comment. I answer every single comment in the comments below. Just you know, hit me up. What's your opinion? Should I have quit on this? Should I have not? You know, based on where I'm at. Please keep that in mind. Based on where I'm at. But yeah, I want to hear your guys' thoughts. I'll talk to you guys in the next video, and I'll see you soon.